Yeah. Let me get my headphones on. What we doing? If we were running earlier, just checking things, and don't wear a do-rag. Show your hair. What's going on, beautiful people? My bad, I'm like the man behind the mic. I like Mr. Feeney right now, hide behind the mic. Okay, I'm reloaded. What's good? Y'all good? Welcome back. Welcome to a beautiful day, and welcome to. It's not. I can't welcome you to a beautiful day. Can I welcome you to a beautiful day? Is that even a thing? Welcome back, for those that are watching. Let me get arranged. My sound good? Mic check. Yo. We've been having so many problems with the sound. There was an update though, so maybe with the new program. I really do drink this water. I don't just put it up here for cho. It's for realsies, not for fakesies. So what's going on, beautiful people? Today, obviously by the title, Free Larry Hoover. If you were sleeping like me, you missed the event that went on last night with Drake and Kanye, or Ye, which seemingly went well. From what I hear, I've caught clips throughout the day. I've been busy with other things, and good for them for coming together. I think that's awesome. But we'll definitely talk about more of what that's supposed to be for, because there's definitely a purpose behind this, and I'm glad that definitely went down. I swear I hear popping, and I'm not sure, but I'm gonna keep rocking. Hold on. That's what I'm waiting on. My bad. If it looks like I'm stalling. Yo, last time we lost like the beginning of the whole episode, and then we didn't even post one onto the pod, like the audio version of it. And I think starting next year, we'll do the live the day of, like, obviously today we'll do the live, and then we'll upload the sound the next day. So it'll be Monday live, then the pod audio live the following day. Or maybe I should do it the other way around. I don't know yet. I don't know, because being live, it definitely changes things. But let's get into today's episode. We'll be talking. There's a bunch of things going on, but we're gonna keep it super light, and I'm only gonna read like 3 things because I'm trying to keep it light, bro. The holidays are here. Nobody wants to talk about this old mean ass shit that's going on. Like, there's no other way to put it. It's not a good time out there. But I got a couple questions for y'all. We'll be talking about some things that are happening with realtors that I think is not with realtors necessarily in general, all of us, but there was a convention this week in Atlantic City, and it went down, like all the way down. We'll be talking about copyright. This whole copyright issue with Omi, I've always said copyright don't mean shit, because when you leave this country, it really don't. And now YouTubers are starting to experience copyright claims from Japan. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about YouTubers here fighting with other YouTubers and some shit that was going on with the Fresh and Trick crew. I'm not going to say their name because they striking people, and I can't. I'm good. This page is too small for that bullshit. We'll be playing with y'all. And they might be suppressing us for the Free Larry Hoover tag, which I think is pretty awesome. Like, if y'all want to hold us back for, you better relax, lady. If y'all want to hold us back for that, that's corny. That's so corny. Stevie J wants spousal support. Look, there's a whole bunch that we're going to get into. Let's start the show, and we shall get it going. Where do 30-year-olds hang out? Like, I don't think I've ever seen 30-year-olds. Like, they're all dead or in jail in my neighborhood, so I don't know what to do as a 30-year-old. And if you can't hear the music, you're watching. If you want to listen to the music, you got to head over to Apple Podcasts or Spotify and check out the podcast. We're in like 14 different places, but we coming in with the man himself, Mr. Ghetto, Rick James. Oh, such a good song. Hey, do you? Hey. One day we'll be able to play the music and really get into it. My bad. I gotta get the stuff out the shot. It's Kasabian Lavoe Wine. What's going on, beautiful people? My name's Kasabian Lavoe, and I'll be your host today with talent on loan from God, live from Las Vegas. This is the Kasabian Lavoe Show, episode 267. It's been a very long year, pause, but we're not done. Unlike most of the other shows that are wrapping up, we're rocking all the way through. We're good. We're gonna be here. We'll be rocking through Christmas. Santa Claus got COVID, so we're gonna be here. He got Omicron. He got Optimus Prime, and he's not coming this year. Fuck it. No money for that. No money for nothing. Nothing. This Santa is done, son. But nah, we're gonna be in here podding. We're gonna be here doing what we do, and I appreciate y'all. But today I wanted to keep it light. So I wanted to ask you, where do 30-year-olds hang out? Oh, and by the way, for today's show, we'll be talking about this Realtor Convention that went down, some things that happened at Fresh and Fit with academics, and then some other things that happened with Fresh and Fit with Abba and Preach and a couple other content creators that I definitely want to shout out and make sure that we talk about what's happening with them. A Jussie update. It's done with. Now we'll just find out how much time he gets. But Jussie's guilty. 5 out of 6 counts. It's a wrap, son. Stevie J wants spousal support. Kanye and Drake came out last night and rocked the building. From what I hear, I was woken up by the bass. I was woken up. I fell asleep. What do you want me to do? I'm old. I worked out. I had a really hard workout. It whooped my ass. I've been doing a lot of kettlebell workouts and like polymetrics or whatever the fuck they call them. Been whooping my ass. I ain't gonna front. We'll do an update on Omicron, and I don't know why when the show starts, my mouth just stops working. Omicron, the COVID-19 variants. We'll do. It's a small update because they only got a couple people that they're talking about. But I mean, just so you know what's going on, because the holidays are upon us and we will be traveling. It's always a good idea to at least know what's up with it. And I don't hear too many people talking about it, so let's get on it. Aliens. Hello, we're talking aliens because aliens are back again. They got nothing to do. And, well, copyright. There's a lot of issues going on with YouTube and copyright. And, YouTube is a very special place. So this is very touchy, and the right of use is always like it's a point of contingency. And other countries don't see copyright the same way we do, and other content creators don't see the law in their favor either. Now, most of these stories there, just coming off the top of my head, I only got about 3 of them that we pulled from because I just wanted to keep it light. Can we just keep it light? I really want to keep it light. So I've been racking my brain over where do 30-year-olds hang out? Like, what do 30-year-olds do? What do we do? Where do we go? Who do we get? Like, I've never seen outside of, me and my wife and our friends that are couples go out. Like, there's this airsoft, Call of Duty, real life shit that's going on. I want to do that. Like, that shit looks so fun. Like, I want to go out and do Call of Duty with my boys. Like, I don't care how fat and lazy they are. I want to Call of Duty it up. I want to jump over the wall and shit and hide behind a thing and be like, oh, I got somebody on my 6. I want to do that. I want to go like do RC cars with my homeboys and shit like that. Like, I want to spend my money frivolously, but I mean, like, I grew up in a neighborhood where I didn't see 30-year-olds doing stuff. So at 30 years old, which I didn't even think I would make it to, like, I went to a school where the teachers would tell us that we would be dead by 18 and most of us wouldn't see 21. Like, that's dead ass. Like, I wish I could make that up, but you could ask other friends of mine. It's terrible. And when I think of 30-year-olds, I think of 30-year-olds that are like reformed out of jail or some type of born-again Christian, because that's what you get when you live in the hood. There's a bunch of motherfuckers that come out of jail because they did 10 years in the hooski in their 20s for some shit they did as teenagers. So they're literally raised in jail, and they come out as born-agains, and we got to deal with them fucking, Jesus Christ! Jesus Christ! Who loves you? Jesus Christ! Yo, that's from here. That's from the east side of Vegas. That's Victory Outreach. Right there on 28th Street. Stop playing, bro. You know who he is. He went to Roy Martin with us. We all know him. But what do 30-year-olds do? Comment. Tell me. Help me out. I've never seen 30-year-old Puerto Rican men. Pause. Like, I'm not speaking in any type of sexual way. I just mean, like, when do guys get to hang out and it's not a weird thing, or like, oh shit, look at these thugs. For real. This is a real conversation. I don't know what 30-year-olds do. I didn't think I was going to live this long. My father died at 34. I can't say my father. The motherfucker that bust me out his nuts. He died at 34. I almost had the same faith. Like, I don't know. Somebody help me. Anybody tell me why we die. Okay, but dead ass, I want to go do that airsoft Call of Duty real life shit. I want to do so. I want to jump out of a fucking plane or a building. You know what I've always wanted to do, and I know it sounds crazy, but it was like a younger me, and now old me's like fuck it, thug life. I want to get a squirrel suit and I want to jump off a building on the strip and like squirrel suit my ass down the strip and then like land somewhere and everybody's like, oh my god, that was so good, that was so good, you did so good. I want that. Is that too much to ask for? Like dead ass. If I jumped off of like I don't know Mandalay Bay or Delano and I could float and like I land down to like World Resort and like oh my god he's squirrel suited. You just go huh. Just fucking squirrel suit down the strip. That's something dope. That's what 30-year-olds do. I'm not doing like 30-year-old shit that tourists do in Vegas. My forehead is really shiny in the camera, so fuck y'all. I'm never doing this shit again. But no, I want to do like cool shit. Like that fucking 100-foot dive in Dubai. That sounds so dope. But all that shit sounds really expensive. And I've always been a stiffler for my kids. Like my money goes to my kids first. But I just I can't see myself spending like $50,000 with my homeboys to just like go swim. This is when the ghetto kicks in. I don't mind spending $50,000 with my old lady. But like $50,000 with my boys. And then people say, you don't gotta spend money to go out, Kasabian. You can just go to the park. Okay, then let 4 grown-ass men go to the park and then see what happens. All of a sudden, there'll be a fucking bowl of cookies and shit and Chris Hansen walking up going, hey, guys, what are you doing? Just some 30-year-olds hanging out in the park, Chris Hansen. Just grown-ups. Just doing pull-ups and shit. You want to come do some pull-ups, Chris Hansen? Why you got the cookies out, dog? What the fuck is going on here? We're just working out. Like, grown-ups and shit. What do you do? In New York, they play handball. We won't do that shit in Vegas. Anyway, not last night, but sometime this week, there's a Realtor Convention in Atlantic City. And yo, it went down. Let me tell you, the realtors of today are not the realtors of yesterday. When I got into real estate 3 years ago, when I became an agent in real estate 3 years ago, a realtor, the average age was 51. I was the youngest person in the office. I was like 30 years old, and everybody was like, oh my God, you're so young. Why are you here? You have a whole life ahead of you. I was like, no, I've been doing music my whole fucking life, and I want to do this shit now. But there was people throwing chairs, fighting, wrestling. It was crazy. Like, these dudes are all wearing 3-piece suits. You know what I'm saying? It's the Realtor Convention. So we all come out to stunt. If you saw the one that happened in Vegas, it was crazy out here, but no fighting. Vegas is too classy for that. But Atlantic City was popping off. Homeboy picked up the chair and, like, slammed it on his head. So go on YouTube and look up Realtors Convention. It'll come right up. And there's, like, a guy, that comments, and he's like, oh, they were fighting, and da-da. I don't know who he is. I'm not making fun of him, but he did give great explanation as to what happened. And shout out to them. And who saw academics get a gun pulled on him on Fresh and Fit? They were live. He was talking to some girl. He spazzed out on her. And he was like, yo, go take care of your baby, B-snatch. And woo, woo, woo. Like, Ack was going off on Shorty. Which I found it funny because, like, Ack, he does that with men. So to watch him do that with a girl, like, live, it was just, like, it was very comical. Behind the microphone, don't take us serious. Like, I'm not this outside of this. Like, usually I don't fucking talk. Very seldomly will I speak to you when I'm out. I'm quiet as fuck when I'm out. I probably won't say a word to you if you see me out. And if you catch me on a talkative moment, you might catch me doing this type of shit in real life. But for the most part, I promise you ain't gonna catch me talking. Not like that. Like, academics behind the microphone is a character. Same with me, right? Like, I try to turn it on for y'all. Like, y'all see me come in here. I'll come in here fucking depressed with my mental health issues. And as I do the show, I kind of, it gives me energy. And I'm like, yo, I'm in this. Yo, what's going on, beautiful people? I turn that shit on, bro. I could be having the worst day of my life, like I usually am, because things have just not been right. And you know, what's going on, beautiful people? You just got to go, right? We're on. That's why I said we're just going to go through Christmas, New Year's. We ain't stopping. This is just new. This is our 3rd year. I think I finally figured out how the show is going to be. It's been in development. I can't say that it's been like a solid 3 years. I used to only do 1 show a week. We're doing 3 a week. We'll probably go to 4 a week. We have clips banging everywhere. Fucking, this is fun to me. Like, this is dope. If you would have told rapper me this is what I was going to be doing, I wouldn't have believed you. The girl that he was yelling at had a gun. Like, Shorty was with it. It's Miami. They all got guns in Miami, and you can't yell at a Puerto Rican lady and not think that she's not going to pull a gun on you. So, yeah, she pulled a gun on Ack. Ack, you wildin'. I was just giving you props because you were doing so well, and I was so proud of you, and now you do this fuck shit. Don't be a fuck boy. Jussie Smollett update, 5 out of 6 counts. Guilty. His attorneys are saying that it didn't make any sense and that the charges aren't coherent and that they're going to fight it, appeal it, and win. Mind you, This is the same attorney that said the judge lunged at him. This is the same attorney that said that he didn't do anything wrong. Amanda Seals. Hey, Amanda Seals, you're a bozo. If you really wrote the shit that I saw, you're a bozo. She said that Jussie's noble even if it was fake. No, fuck that. Hold on. I screenshot this. Hold on. Because that shit blew me away. You telling me that even though what he did was wrong, I didn't screenshot it. She said even though it was a fake, that it was honorable what he did. What's honorable about dividing the country by saying that some crazy white dudes beat you up and then called you all types of nasty names and tied you up? There's nothing honorable about that. Amanda Seals, you're a fucking clown. She really needs to be deep. She needs to be sat the fuck down and talked about, bro. She's always shitting on men, but now you're gonna support this fucking clown? No, thank you. No, thank you. So Stevie J filed for divorce because he caught his wife cheating on him in the house while he was taking care of her handicapped child. And now he's asking for spousal support. Get your coins, King. This is a victory. Get as long as you can get paid, go get paid. Get your coins, King. Stevie J, he wants spousal support. Excuse me, my nose itches. That should be edited out. My bad. I think I got makeup in my nose. It's makeup, swear to God. Stevie J is asking for spousal support after recently more information that's come out as to why they're getting divorced. And I mean, yo, if shit's hard, you better slide me that money. I mean, let's just keep this shit quiet and give me my money. There's no point in fighting Stevie J. This is the best he's ever done. Hey, broccoli's fake, and that's the last story that we're gonna get into. Broccoli's completely fake, and it's man-made. It's GMO, I think. So Kanye last night, Ye, but it said Kanye West. But anyway, Ye and Drake had the concert last night, the Free Larry Hoover concert, and hopefully, with the right amount of money and the right eyes and everything, they're able to do something where they get an appeal going or they get a real process of some type of clemency and they get him released. Free Larry Hoover. Here's a small fact. Larry Hoover and El Chapo were both serving life sentences in the same jail. Could you imagine the conversation between Larry Hoover and El Chapo? I would love to go into that jail and speak to both of those men. As a matter of fact, I would like to speak to them as free men, but if I can't, I would like to go in there and have conversations with them. They got to be probably some of the deepest fucking, it has to be amazing conversation. It really has to be amazing conversation. Now, I've heard a lot. I didn't watch the show. Sorry, I'm old. I fell asleep. If I had one of them womps, I'd play it right now. I fell the fuck asleep. I was asleep at like 6 o'clock. That shit went on at like 9:30 or something. I was donezo. But I heard it was great. It sounded great downstairs. I got the whole house was shaking. And I went down to grab something real fast, and Drake was damn near as tall as me in the fucking living room singing away. So it looked great. And like I said, I hope it accomplishes what it had to accomplish. Unfortunately, today we were lambasted, or is it bombasted by some stupid ass news about the divorce with Kim and Kanye. I don't know what's going on. It seems like there's more behind the scenes. I'm kind of devastated by it. I love Kanye. I've known Kanye for a long time. My fucking history with Kanye West is different than most. Love that dude. And he really loves his family, and I see he wants to get him back. So I wish him all the best, but I don't think that's going to happen. And I'm kind of hurt, but I hope that they have served the purpose. They raised the money and they raised the awareness, and we can get something going for Larry Hoover. It's a big deal because that man is being held against his will, as many men have been held in just false fucking charges. And you know who's to blame for a lot of men that went to jail and weren't able to defend themselves properly? Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris locked up a bunch of colored people, men, black and brown, and white as well, and just threw it away. No DNA testing. She wouldn't allow due process for a lot of people. Her conviction rate was high as fuck. And when somebody has a really high conviction rate, that doesn't necessarily mean that they're serving the law. Just let that sink in. That's their vice president. The lady that we haven't seen? You would think that Joe Biden's been president for 17 years. It's only been a fucking year, y'all. A fucking year. You would think this dude has been president for forever. So let's get to this. Okay. the Chris Tucker meme. There's a meme that says one gotta go. It's got Chris Tucker, Eddie Murphy, Chris Rock, and it has Kevin Hart. And I'm like, yo, there's this thing that happens in like our culture where we just like make people sit up here in this giant mountain, this fucking like untouchable mountain of things, but we have to stop. Like Tupac to me has always been the biggest one. Like I'm not a fan. I've always said that. I appreciate what he's done, but I just don't care. I could go without it. Be mad at me all you want. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I could be that way. They made him so much bigger than what he was, right? And they did that shit with Chris Tucker. Chris Tucker literally came out the other day and said he didn't want to take that role of Pookie or whatever the fuck for smoking weed because he didn't want to encourage everybody to smoke weed. Well, guess what, dummy? Everybody smokes weed and you're not the cause of it. Like, you should have just kept doing movies. You could have done more shit. Y'all could have evolved that character. Like, I think that was, I don't know, it was very disingenuous to say that was the reason why he pulled out. But for that reason alone, yeah, dog, you fall off the list. You didn't do shit. You rush houred the fuck out. You did 3 rush hours and what? We ain't seen him since. He ain't funny. It was just as bad as Coming to America 2. That was all Coming to America 2 was showing off Rick Ross's house. And I mean, it wasn't, just stop. Just stop. I don't even want to start getting into the things that, I have a curtains list, right? There's like certain, okay, let me piss off some people. Who fell off faster this year? Aiden Ross or the Island Boys? And is it curtains for Bobby Shmurda? I said that earlier this year, and I still think it's true. And is it curtains on 6ix9ine? Is 6 gonna come back out with some music? Just start thinking about what's happening for next year. This space, the talking space, is definitely up for grabs for anybody. Rush Limbaugh is gone. Some dude just retired yesterday. A bunch of people have gotten fired. The Cuomo brothers are gone. There's so much room for new. Like, everything is changing. Next year is gonna be a huge adjustment. Just wait for it. It's gonna be fun. So Omicron. Why when the show starts I can't say it. So here's an update on the Omicron variant, and now that it's in the United States, we have more information about it, and it's not much information, but it is more information. It comes from the Wall Street Journal. The Omicron variant of COVID-19 has so far caused mostly mild cases of COVID-19 in a small group of largely vaccinated people in the United States federal data show. Among at least 43 infected with the variant in 25 states in recent days, there has been 1 hospitalization and no deaths so far, the Centers of Disease and Control Prevention said on Friday. Out of 43 cases identified between December 1st and December 8th, this ain't moving. Nearly 80% of people infected with Omicron were fully vaccinated, according to CDC data, and 1/3 had received a booster shot. 14% of people had previously COVID-19 infections. Patients mostly commonly reported mild symptoms of cough, fatigue, congestion, or runny nose. And the CDC, allergies are at all-time high right now. So anybody that says congestion in the nose, I mean, like, obviously. The CDC said that nearly 60% of cases in people were 18 to 39. This is interesting that the age is so low. So 18 to 39. So like the average people are catching this one, during what one would say is, I don't know, flu season or cold season, but it's Omicron. That's what it is. And if Omicron takes over us, I think it's pretty good. Hey, listen, it's mild. And vaccines aren't, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I can't tell you what to do. Get your booster shot. Mix and match them. Now we just match everything. You get some Tylenol, put some Motrin in that motherfucker, mix and match it with a little bit of fucking Advil. So you get some Pfizer, Moderna, and put some J&J over the top of it, and you're good to go. And you still catch on me, but you'll be all right. But luckily, I mean, look, you just get tired and get a runny nose. I think we could do without. So more UFOs have been spotted. And now that we're talking about it, like, I have a friend of mine whose husband is a pilot, and I would love to sit down with this guy and ask questions because I love the idea of aliens and UFOs. I feel like we've had a lot of things in our human history that we can definitely say this shit came from outer space. There's no way. On top of, we do have stardust inside of us. Like, that's a thing. Like, I don't know if you knew that, but that is a thing. A story comes from TMZ. A pilot was joined by more than just another commercial airline flight over the Pacific Ocean during a recent trip. Recordings what believed was an entire fleet of UFOs. The video, believed to have been recorded in the last few weeks, shown between 9 and sometimes up to 12 bright objects. It was just so like rows of dots were fluttering in and out of the screen. You can look it up on TMZ. It's pretty dope. It looked legit, but what do we know, right? It could have been drones. You can see some lighting and dimming at random periods, but pacing and speed seem to remain consistent. According to reports, the pilot was flying at about 39,000 feet. You can hear him say, "This is some weird shit. That's some shit flying." I think I see some fucking aliens. What are we gonna do? You can't. You're outpaced. They're faster than you. They move at a rapid rate. They stop at a rate that we can't stop at. There's nothing you can do. These things are unbelievably well engineered, unstoppable as of right now, and I don't think we've even been able to. I don't know. I'm talking out my ass, but that shit that they said about the TikTok, how it dropped 60,000 feet to a foot off the ocean and then launched back up, and then fucking from miles and miles away, zipped right next to the jets and then took back off again. Yeah, that scares the shit out of me. I know Mandy thinks that they're not real, but I'm like, yeah, okay, so what if China is what's doing that shit? Or some nerd with a fucking drone and a gun? Like, it scares the fuck out of me. We need to figure out what's going on. But either way, if I was a pilot, you would hear mad videos about me finding aliens and talking shit to aliens. Because I'd be out that motherfucker clacking out the window, playing flashing lights. Like, just come talk to me, dog. Like, where are y'all going? What are y'all doing? Why are y'all here? Like, this is my problem. Where I'm from, we say, hey, where are you from? Pull up. Just run them down. Hey, real fast, you guys. Y'all keep coming through our neighborhood. We don't like this. This is our Earth. Can you fuck off? Mars is that way. There's some shit over here for Jupiter. But this right here, this is ours. We don't play by this. You need to fuck off. Just why here? Why us? Leave us the fuck alone, please. And thank you. So, copyright. Why is copyright such a big deal? As an artist, as a creator, we all know about copyright, but regular people probably don't give a shit. On YouTube, you can get hit with copyright by other content creators. A lot of people that do podcasts do that shit where they like play the video in the video and then they comment on it. And some people say that that's fair use. Some people say it isn't. I believe it is. I don't think that people are necessarily stealing your content when they're speaking about your content, reviewing your content. It's more of a critique of your content. And I mean, the law is clear. Once you do something to that content that you're borrowing, it becomes new content. Therefore, you're not copywriting anything because you're turning it into something new. And in music, when you copy somebody's shit, it's called interpolation. But if you do have a copyright, you can buy the license to some things, not all things. I mean, you even have parody music that you have parody music. You had YouTubers doing the shit. Like, there's so many different ways to get copyright. You can get around copyright or work with the copyright system. A lot of YouTubers abuse the copyright system. We haven't seen much of it, but from what I hear, this is a problem. Fresh and Fit have actually gone about and just hit mad creators with this YouTube strike shit. And I mean, guys that are way smaller than them, and they're just doing it just to be assholes. It doesn't hurt their channel, it doesn't hurt their brand. What everybody's saying about them is true. And if you're an alpha male, you have to be able to take critique. And that's my problem with these weenie ass dudes. If you're going to be a man, be a man. Stand up to the critique. You talk down on women. You scream like a bitch every time somebody interrupts you. I think it's time for y'all to be checked like men. Both of y'all ugly ass little boys need to just chill, bruh. Stop fucking with other people's money. If you don't do fuck shit, they don't have nothing to say. They're to the point where they can lose their channel right now because they went after Abba and Preach. That's a no-no. Abba and Preach have two giant channels. They've been on YouTube for a very long time, and they hit them with 20 copyrights. If you understand how YouTube works, if you get hit with too many copyrights at the same time or within a month or within a time period, like a quarterly time period, they'll take your page from you. And if you're abusing the copyright and attacking other people, they'll take their page. And Fresh and Fit, look, Abba went on, read the email from YouTube. They are now facing termination. Like, they can lose their page. They're going to be deactivated and just be gone. They're starting shit with people just to make themselves feel better. This YouTuber is actually being attacked by a company in Japan who says their copyright doesn't agree with the American copyright, which is a big problem that I've had with copyright around the world. Copyright don't mean shit outside of these fucking four walls of our country. Once you leave the United States, it's all up for grabs. Japan, China, there's places around the world where your favorite songs and TV shows are being spoken by other people, and the people that created it, invented it, don't get a fucking dime. This is a fact. So when you get mad at Omi for taking and streaming, not even streaming, for creating a Facebook for other people to stream or a social platform for other people to stream, it's beyond me. Now, let's get into this YouTuber. The story's from Katui. I heard it and I was like, let me find something good because everybody else kept on going to other parts and other stories that I didn't care about. YouTuber Mark Fitzpatrick of Total Not Mark has made a name for himself with anime videos on YouTube. He reviews, edit together montages of anime. He's reviewing and expounding his thoughts on in voiceover. That's such a weird way to write that. Mark says his use of copyright material is fair. Tomy Animation, it seems, disagrees. Over the last 24 hours, I've sat back in disbelief, shock, and sorrow as my life's work has been unfairly ripped away from me. Begins Mark in a response video to Toei. My daughter told me what the fuck it was and I forgot. My bad, y'all. And YouTube, which as of writing this has over 400,000 views. 2 nights ago, I received an email notifying me that 15 of my videos had been copyright claimed and blocked by Toei Animation. Mark continues, 1 hour later, the number rose to 28, and I woke up this morning and it had reached a total of 150 videos that my audience can no longer see and that I can no longer monetize. All the videos in question were either for Dragon Ball or One Piece, both of which Tomy Animation note that a handful of videos did not even feature anime clips, but rather were how-tos and drawing explainers. That's corny. Like, you remember getting the book in school and you learned how to draw like your favorite character? Like, that was dope. Imagine somebody pulling a fucking copyright on that. You know what I'm saying? That's weird. The Fresh and Fit dudes, they're abusing smaller content creators and they're YouTubers themselves. So that's weird. Now, these guys are, first off, they're an entity outside of the United States. They can technically do whatever they want to do. I understand this kid is mad for what he did, but guess what? If you don't have permission and you don't understand the law, ignorance of the law is no excuse. That goes for all of you. Sorry, guy. This time, white privilege can't save you. This shit is going to go all bad for him. He's going to have to figure out a different way. Maybe sometimes when you get big, you got to start reaching out and connecting the right plugs. And he said that they had reached out to him to work with him. I don't know why he didn't take the deal. He should have took the deal and worked with them because now he's got to deal with all this bullshit. And who knows how long that's going to fucking drag. Okay, so I got one more funny story. And then we'll be talking about the broccoli situation that I discovered. And I'm fucking completely blown away by it. But the story is of Blacc China. And the reason why we played Rick James today is because my fucking nose. I have Omicron, I think. I doubt it. I don't know. I just got really bad allergies. So Blacc China supposedly, and apparently, because there's a video of a girl coming out of her room crying. I didn't want to read the story because we saw it on Instagram. So Blacc China was having a night. She invited over a couple into her hotel room. They were doing drugs. I'm assuming they were doing adult things. Something happened where Blacc China was like, shut the fuck up, and locked everybody in the room. And then the couple called 911 to get out of the room. And like, I just wanted to be there. Like, what'd he say? Like, 911. I'm in room. I'm in room. Hello, is this 911? Hello, hey. I'm in room 211. It's Blacc China's room. And all you can hear is that bitch in the background, shut the fuck up! Like, oh shit. Hey, could y'all come get us? We were supposed to come up here to pop off that bitch. And she started to tell us to shut the fuck up and started screaming in my face. And my homegirl is crying and I am hello? 911's like, yo, what the fuck are you? 911 emergency, how can I help you? Hey man, it's me again. We've been in this motherfucking room for 45 minutes. Can you please get me the fuck out of here? Hey man, can you stop calling my phone with this bullshit? Could you imagine the 911 operator just listening to this shit like, bro, call the fucking front lobbies. Get off my phone. Oh shit, dog, that's a good idea. Good luck, bro. Good luck. Hey, real fast. You think you can give me the number to the front lobby? Dog, this is 911, not Google. Bro, give me the fucking number to the front fucking lobby, man. The Blacc China going fucking crazy in here, dog. Just want to fucking get the fuck out. Spazzing. Okay. The guy leaves. I don't know why the girl don't leave, but you see the guy coming back with like hotel security and shit, and they knock on the door. The girl comes out crying. Blacc China spazzing the fuck out. The girl's crying all the way in the elevator. She's like crouching. She's like, you're so mean to me. She was like, oh my God. And he's like, oh my God. Like filming the whole time too. Like God forbid he was like consoling his friend or his girl or whoever the fuck they was. They was in there to fuck, okay? And Blacc China, apparently, I told Mandy, that sounds like a great time. I wish that bitch would try to lock me in a room, but I'm kicking in every door. You crazy? Yo, stop it. And popping you off and throwing you over some bed somewhere. Bitch, I'm gonna put your head through a wall. What is wrong with you locking me in the room screaming at me? And then dude is sitting there like a bitch on a I'm assuming. Fuck, I don't fucking know what he was doing. Hey, boom, 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 boom. Shut up in there. Don't fucking make me don't make me come in there. Hey, 911 again. Blacc China is screaming again. Can you come help me? Could you see him on Instagram like trying to DM Rob? Like, hey, yo, Rob. Hey, man, I know you don't know me, but I'm in here with Blacc China right now, and she's going fucking crazy. Can you help me out? Like, what do? What am I supposed to? How do I diffuse this crazy shit? She's under investigation, and her attorney says it's all bullshit, and that the girl had a problem with some guy, and Blacc China was de-escalating it, and that's what happened. Now, I don't know if that's true, but I think my story's better. Dude got locked up in the fucking room with his girl. Blacc China got done fucking him, and then lost her mind, and locked them in there, and was like, y'all shut the fuck up, and I'm gonna let y'all out to fuck me when I say so. And the dude just like bitched up and just did not know how to handle that situation. Either way, like I said, it's like a fucking awesome situation. Blacc China's wilding for that though. Wilding for that. And to finish off today's show and this week, did you know that broccoli's fake? Yeah, me neither. So let's read this story that I have been meaning to talk about because I don't think we should go on a day more. I always tell Mandy to put broccoli in our macaroni because that's the healthy macaroni. Fuck that. Mac and cheese is just for mac and cheese, not no made up fucking semi-seed shit. The story's from, and don't judge where I got the stories from, it's from indianapublicmedia.org, okay? indianapublicmedia.org. While there are many edible plants that can be foraged from the wild, such as mushrooms, asparagus, onions, among others, broccoli isn't one of them. Broccoli is a human-made invention. It was bred out of wild cabbage plant. How am I supposed to pronounce this fucking word? Brasashi orachi? Can I just call it broccoli? Is that where the word broccoli came from? From this Brasashi ora? My mouth can't make that word. It was cultivated to have a specific taste and flavor that was more palatable for people. What? They gave it flavor? How? Here's how that worked. Wild cabbage has smaller flower buds, and it's benign. That means that it flowers every other year. I've never seen cabbage with broccoli growing out of it, though. Is that a thing? In a controlled environment, it can be forced to reproduce many times. Okay, so this is GMO, and damn, bro, we've been told broccoli was something we supposed to eat. If I would have been told this shit a long time ago, I would have been told y'all to kick rocks. And I think the flavor changed, so I think they did something to make it taste better. Because broccoli used to really taste like straight shit. It can be forced to reproduce itself many times. When an offspring of the plant is larger with tastier buds, the gardeners throw them away because the less tastier plants start reproducing from that one. So basically, every other one gets used, which sounds great in their GMO thing. And I mean, listen, I smoke weed, and most of the weed is GMO, if we're being honest. In future generations, there were further opportunities to get plants with larger taste buds and other genes that make the process easier, such as plants that have faster growing cycles emerged. In selecting and reinforcing the traits enjoyed by more people, humans took wild cabbage and cultivated a new kind of plant altogether called broccoli. Oh man, it's so scary. This shit is so scary. It's cultivated a word of wait. Its cultivators, a world of plants that can only be produced via selective breeding, include cauliflower. Cauliflower is fake. What the fuck is collard brie, kale, Brussels sprouts, and other cabbages found in grocery stores? Oh yeah, collard greens. Collard greens. They don't got that on there. Collard greens are fake too. Collard greens are fake. It's all fucking fake. They've been telling us to eat this shit our whole lives. It's all fake, and that's the story that blows your mind. I'm gonna go play video games with my friends. My name is Kasabian. Live in the moment, don't live in the past. Be safe, stay dangerous. Lavoe loves you. One.